All right, so gonna talk a little bit of Joe Milton and the Boston media. So I've been following the Boston media. Obviously, I've been a New England Patriots fan for quite some time, but it's only been recently that I've started to get well tapped into the media side of things. You know, the press conferences, NBC Sports Boston, and those kind of guys, and feel like I've become more well rounded overall as far as seeing the press conferences and things of that nature. Um, but I do have a gripe with this whole Joe Milton thing. And what it comes down to it is that Joe Milton, for probably since the game in Buffalo, he has been getting a lot of buzz. And these guys, the Patriots Unfiltered crew, they just turn their noses up at it the whole time, and I really don't understand why. I mean, I have a theory on why they do that, but I mean, multiple sources, and I'm going to show you two sources. I mean, one of them is Sports Illustrated. Now, I don't know if Sports Illustrated is right all the time, probably not, but I mean, if you're one of the biggest publications and you report something, I mean, that has to, I would think, hold some weight to that. And the other is a video from JT O'Sullivan that I'm going to show you guys where he says himself, he says, yeah, you know, if you play like this consistently, people are going to come get you. And well, the Dallas Cowboys came in and they traded him. Didn't get a whole lot of value for the pick. But with these guys is that first they deny the trade rumors, but now they're moving the goalposts because they stuck their nose up at a trade, but now they're moving the goalposts and saying that, oh, the people that were saying trade Milton, they're saying that we're going to get a second round pick, a first round pick, and some ridiculous like that. So they just moved the goalposts. So I want to play you guys a clip.
Through the trenches. But was this good business or punting on a pick for a year? It's only a 19 pick difference from where he was drafted to what we got for him. Plus, we had to give up a seventh, and drafting him caused some noise for Drake, along with the first pick this year, although I don't fully put that win on Joe Milton solely. How was this good for business? What was the point? Well, I think good email.
Yeah,
raises some good points.
Relevant email.
Also adds to the speculation that there had to be more than just getting a low fifth round pick. There had to be some pressure.
All right, so basically what they're saying, and this was kind of the narrative when the Patriots took Milton, you know, they're saying he's going to cause a distraction. And there was even a report that came by that said that I guess Drake May's family was not too pleased that they drafted Joe Milton. And this is kind of my whole issue with the whole thing is if we expect this guy to be our franchise quarterback and we expect him to go out there and face the likes of Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, those guys, on one hand we're saying that, but on another hand we're saying that he's too sensitive and that he's soft and that he can't, when it comes to competing against a nobody, a sixth-round quarterback, he's not able to do that. That's too much for him. Like, am I missing something here? Like, I feel like I'm missing something here because I don't see how that could make sense. But I think the underlying subtext with this whole thing, and I think the next clip kind of proves it, is, you know, these guys are coddling Drake May. And I want to give Drake May the benefit of the doubt because every time I've seen him, you know, from the interviews that I watched him, seen him play, obviously a very talented kid. And he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that's going to go out there and compete. So until I see something otherwise, I'm going to say that he's going to go out there. He's going to compete. He's not going to listen to the media and all this stuff. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But there's a lot of fans, and as you just listen, that'll say that. They'll say, oh, to cause a distraction, blah, 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 blah. if he's gonna get if that's gonna bother him, why are we expecting him to be our franchise quarterback? Like that's my one main thing. So let me see if I can find this other clip. It's like a few minutes in here.
He is guessing.
Kid looks good, Freddie. Kid looks good.
I like what I see
If
from
I
this
was
kid.
his agent, I would be looking for a new job. I can't believe he signed that contract. 8 years, $60 million. I think he's going to be underpaid by like June.
Well, they'll be asking for a new one.
Yeah, good luck with that. You just signed an 8-year contract.
Valerian writes in, the Joe Milton trade is fine in my mind. If we're going to rebuild this team into a perennial contender, we're going to need later round picks that work out. We drafted him in the 6th round, turned him and a 7th round pick into a 5th rounder. The team gets another shot.
He moved up 19 spots. I just want that stated.
The team gets another shot in this draft to look for a player that could be more impactful in the near future than Milton. Milton was always a great what if, but if we have our quarterback of the future in May and Josh Dobbs is a fine backup, pick up another 6th round quarterback or an undrafted rookie and move on. Okay, I think that's what they did.
Yeah, I agree. I would have taken a positional player last year with that pick because I think that would have had a chance in the spot that they were last year. The more chances that you had to add players that could help, I would have taken.
Yep. Let me see. I want to move on from the Milton subject. I'm getting bored.
You're getting bored. You're getting bored of talking about a trade that just happened. Like what? And this is another thing too. So he says that he's getting bored talking about Joe Milton, like it just happened like 2 months ago. And this is even completely separate. I mean, I guess at this point, I'm just talking this podcast in general. So you're going to talk about Will Campbell's arm length. You're going to talk about, oh, Will Campbell, does he have 34-inch arms? Do we take him at tackle? Do we take him at guard? So that you'd rather talk about that than Joe Milton for the next however many months until the draft comes. So, but him saying, oh, I don't want to talk about it, gets bored. The underlying subtext to that is that Drake is our guy. Don't come in thinking that you're going to start. In other words, just assume the position is the underlying subtext there. And and if that's the position, and this is kind of what I'm trying to figure out though, is, you know, if they want Joe Milton gone, why does it bother him so much that people are saying, oh, well, you could probably get a 4th round or a 3rd round pick for him? I mean, if you just want him gone, like why can't you just be out there and say, oh yeah, he's worth the 4th and 3rd round. We want to get him out of here so Drake can step in and be our guy. So again, moving on. So this is a Sports Illustrated article, March 11, 2005, New England pitch potentially trading Joe Milton. And I'm not going to go back and find other articles that say the same thing, but a lot of them say the same thing, and it's been going on again since the Buffalo game. Alright, so let's go back and let's see what JT O'Sullivan has to say.
But that's a laser.
So this is the week 18. I might be in some trouble for playing this because this is coming from the QB School Patreon community, and this is like an exclusive video. So I might be treading water here by sharing this and playing this, but I'm only gonna show a short clip, so hopefully that's all right.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, you play like this, people are going to come get you. Like if this is the norm, you almost wonder what the hell was happening in college, multiple college stops, but I mean, it's not only the audacity of the throw, it's the miles per hour. Boom. I mean, it just looks like it's it's happening faster than anything else when he throws the ball.
So now I know people are going to say, again, they're going to move the goalpost and say, JT O'Sullivan, what does he know? Blah, 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 blah. Well, NBC Sports Boston, I know for a fact, has had JT on at least once. I mean, he's probably a friend with the podcast, but I do remember I seen him on Phil Perry did a thing with him. So, I mean, you can kind of throw that argument out the door. It's only now that he has an opinion that you disagree with, you're going to discredit him. And I'm not saying that, oh, you have to agree with everything, but I can probably guarantee you that there's probably people that are going to hear this and say, oh, he just doesn't know nothing, his opinion's invalidated and stuff like that. So, in conclusion, Drake May, he can compete. Stop cuddling him. Let the kid go out there and compete. And if there's like multiple sources and people that are talking about that thing that this kid's good, I mean, even like the New England Patriot fan base, you know, I'd probably say a lot of them are probably on the thing of, you know, he's probably not that good. And again, they probably think he's a distraction. So you probably get the majority of fans that will agree with you on that, I'm guessing. But a lot of people I've seen that are, you know, pretty high on Joe Milton. But again, you guys will see this. You guys just ignore, and you guys will turn your nose up at it until you move the goalpost and say people that are like, yeah, this kid's good. Oh, they want a first round pick for him though. He's probably good enough to have a first round pick. No, that's it. That's all I had to say.